previous class, we have discussed about the basic concepts of plant tissue culture. Today, you are going to learn about the different methods of sterilization processes. What is sterilization? Sterilization is a process of eliminating or destructing all forms of microbial life. That means in sterilization we use different processes with which we can eliminate or inactivate or kill the microbial life, which includes microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungi and spores. So these are eliminated or deactivated from the material which we are using in the tissue culture. In order to provide aseptic conditions, we use sterilization. Sterilization helps us to develop a good, successful plant tissue culture products. Sterilization is of four types. The first one is heat sterilization, which is again of two types, wet heat and dry heat. The second type of sterilization is ultrafiltration or filtration process. The third one is radiation, and the fourth process of sterilization is chemical sterilization. Heat sterilization. In this process, here temperature and duration of heat affects the sterilization, that is the removal of microorganisms is affected by temperature and duration of heat we use. It is of two types, wet heat sterilization and dry heat sterilization. Wet heat sterilization. For wet heat sterilization, we use autoclave. Autoclave is an instrument or a device that uses wet heat or moisture or vapor to sterilize the equipment and other substances which we use in tissue culture. Here in autoclave, a temperature of 121 degrees centigrade to 134 degrees centigrade is used, and a pressure of 15 pounds is used for 15 minutes to inactivate the microorganisms, and these microorganisms include viruses, bacteria, fungi and spores. So here in this diagram you can see the instrument, the autoclave. Autoclave is nothing but it is like a pressure cooker. In both autoclave and pressure cooker, the principle is same. Here the pressure is used. So when high pressure is used, the water boils with a higher temperature. So here the autoclave kills the microorganisms by hydrolysis and coagulation of cellular proteins. Due to the coagulation of cellular proteins, the microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, fungi and spores get deactivated, and then so the substances are sterilized here. So here the microorganisms are deactivated due to the intense heat of the steam that is produced from the water due to the high pressure and temperature used in this instrument. So this is autoclave. Next is the dry heat sterilization. So in dry heat sterilization method, here it is done using flaming, incineration or a hot air oven. Simply we can use the Bunsen burner for sterilizing metallic devices which we use in the tissue culture experiment like needles, scalpels, scissors, forceps another metallic equipment are here sterilized by just keeping them in a flame. In the flame which comes from the Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp we can sterilize this equipment. So this is flaming. Incineration involves the combustion of organic substances, and it is used especially for inoculating loops, which we use for inoculating the tissue explant onto the culture medium. So while inoculation of the culture medium with this loop, we have to sterilize the loop. It may contain some organic substance. So for combustion of that organic substances, we use incinerators here. Incineration, this is combustion. Next one is the hot air oven. So hot air oven is suitable for dry material like powders or some metallic devices which we use for tissue culture, and also the glassware, petri dishes and other glassware also we sterilize using this hot air oven. So this is the hot air oven. In this hot air oven, hot air due to the temperature at 164 to 180 degrees centigrade temperature. When this temperature is set for half an hour or 1 hour, the equipment gets sterilized. So this hot air oven, sterilization with this hot air oven takes some more amount of time than that of autoclave, because in autoclave we can sterilize just in 15 minutes of time, but here in hot air oven it takes more time. It takes about 1 hour for a 500 ml of the nutrient medium or other equipment. It takes much more time than that of the autoclave. Next process of sterilization is filtration. So here in filtration, in this process it involves filtering of some substances which we use in tissue culture like the amino acids, hormones or vitamins. These substances, when they are sterilized using heat, they get deactivated, their structure changes. So for such substances we use this method of filtration. So filtration is used for sterilizing organic substances like vitamins, amino acids and hormones, the plant growth hormones which we use in this tissue culture like auxins, cytokinins, etc. We sterilize them using filtration method. So this is the quickest way to sterilize solutions without heating, because heating changes their structure. So this method involves filtering with a pore size that is very small for the microbes to pass through. So generally filters with a pore diameter of 0.2 mm are used for the removal of bacteria. So 0.2 micrometers are used for the removal of bacteria. So here the pore size will be 0.2 micrometers. So this pore size filters the microbes from the organic substances. So membrane filters are very commonly used filters which sintered or SIDS or candle filters. Over the sintered or SIDS or candle filters, membrane filters are better. Next, it may be noted that viruses and phase particles are very small. Since the viruses are very smaller than bacteria, this method cannot be used for the filtration of viruses since they are very minute, and they cannot be filtered by the membrane filters. So the filtration method is not applicable for viruses. It is applicable only for the removal of bacteria, fungi and spores. This is the disadvantage for the filtration process. Next method of sterilization is radiation. Radiation sterilization involves using of ionizing and non-ionizing radiations like X-rays, gamma rays and ultraviolet rays. For this, an equipment like laminar airflow bench or laminar airflow unit is used in tissue culture lab for carrying out the activities. So all the tissue culture activities like sterilization of the explant, inoculation of the explant, all these are done in this laminar airflow unit only. This laminar airflow unit is based upon two sterilization processes. One is HEPA. HEPA means it is a filter which allows pure air, that filters the air. Air may contain some microorganisms and these microorganisms may infect the culture. So we have to be very careful in order to avoid that contamination. We perform these activities in an area which is germ free. So for that, the laminar airflow unit will be having HEPA filters. HEPA filters will be having high efficiency particulate air. HEPA means high efficiency particulate air. So here high efficiency particulate air comes from the filters, air filters. So this air will be germ free air. And then a UV light, germicidal UV light lamp will also be fitted in this laminar airflow unit. So in this laminar airflow unit, what happens is that the light that comes from the UV lamp penetrates into the objects which are placed on the workbench, and these UV light radiations will sterilize them with their high energetic rays. Next comes the chemical sterilization. So in chemical sterilization, it is used because heating can damage the material to be sterilized. So in order to avoid the damage to the material, we use chemical sterilization. Chemical sterilization use harmful liquids and toxic gases. But these harmful liquids and toxic gases will not affect the material, but they sterilize the material. So sterilization is effective using gases because they penetrate quickly into the material. So here chemicals like hydrogen peroxide, nitrogen dioxide, glutaraldehyde, formaldehyde solutions are used as chemical sterilizing agents. Gases like ethylene oxide and carbon dioxide are used. Here carbon dioxide is added to minimize the chance of explosion. Ozone gas is also used for sterilization. In chemical sterilization, the sterilization of the explant material is carried out using mercury chloride, sodium hypochlorite. So sodium hypochlorite, calcium hypochlorite and mercury chloride and ethyl alcohol are used for surface sterilization of the explant material here. So the explant material is surface sterilized using these chemicals. Mostly mercury chloride and hypo are used. Ethanol is used here to sterilize, wipe the floor. With wiping the floor with ethyl alcohol sterilizes, and the hands are also sterilized using ethyl alcohol. So these chemicals are used here for sterilizing. After sterilization of the explant with these chemicals, it is rinsed well with water. With distilled water it is rinsed well in order to remove the chemical effect on the organic material or the explant which we use here. So this is about sterilization. Till now we have discussed about the different sterilization methods used in plant tissue culture. Let us recapitulate them. First, sterilization. What is sterilization? Sterilization is a process of eliminating the microbial life from the equipment or the material which we use in tissue culture. These sterilization methods are of mainly 4 types. The first one is heat sterilization. Second one is filtration. Third, radiation. And finally, the fourth one is chemical sterilization. In heat sterilization, again we have seen that it is of 2 types. The first one is dry heat sterilization and the second one is wet heat sterilization. In wet heat sterilization, we use an instrument. What is that instrument? Yes, it is autoclave. What is the temperature that we use in autoclave? It is 121 degrees centigrade temperature at 15 pounds pressure, and it is for 15 minutes we use. So this is autoclave. Autoclave is used for wet sterilization. And for dry sterilization, what we use? For dry sterilization, we use flame, incinerator or hot air oven. Hot air oven takes much more time than the autoclave. So it is better to use autoclave than hot air oven. But for some substances which cannot be used in autoclave, we have to go for only this hot air oven. Yes. Okay. Next, in filtration method, it is used for filtering what? For amino acids, for vitamins and for growth hormones. Next method is radiation. In radiation, what we use? We use X-rays, gamma rays and ultraviolet rays. So this ultraviolet lamp is used in a instrument or a equipment called laminar airflow unit. Yes, in this laminar airflow unit we use ultraviolet lamps which release ultraviolet rays that penetrate into the objects and sterilize them. In the laminar airflow unit, there will be high efficiency particulate filters to filter the air. And then finally, chemical sterilization. Chemical sterilization is again by using gases and liquids which are toxic, that sterilize the substances that we use in tissue culture. So here chemicals like sodium hypochlorite, calcium hypochlorite, mercury chloride and ethanol are used for sterilization. So this is all about sterilization that we use in plant tissue culture. It is a very important question, so learn it.